According to a new report from the Associated Press this week, Donald Trump has spent $37 million from his Save America Political Action Committee. $37 million he has spent paying at least 60 different law firms and lawyers as he fights through his legal troubles. $37 million to 60 different law firms and lawyers. 60! Holy crap! Like, how are you going through so many law firms? I get the amount of money, right? You're facing lots of legal problems. That's not what's totally shocking. What is shocking is that you've had to spread it around to 60 different law firms. Yikes. But here's the thing. This money, as I said, is coming from the Save America Political Action Committee, and it is being used to pay Donald Trump's personal legal fees. It's being used to pay legal fees for some of his buddies who are also in trouble. Some people who might end up being witnesses against him are having their legal fees paid by Donald Trump. So it's not all for him, but it is mostly for him. And the $37 million actually represents about half of the PAC's total expenditures for this year. Now, the issue here is this legal? And the answer to that is, well, depends on which legal scholar you ask. Because according to the rules of political action committee spending, if a political action committee is set up as a leadership PAC, which Save America is, then it is legal for them to spend money on personal legal fees. They cannot spend it on other personal items, but legal fees are an accepted expense. But that hasn't been tested to the degree that Trump is using it. Some legal experts say, nope, that little caveat protects Donald Trump. He can spend this money on his legal fees all day long if he wants. Other legal experts, like you have Sierra Torres Spilici, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, from Stetson University College of Law, she says, quote, after the Mar-a-Lago and January 6 cases are done, I would not be surprised to see a personal use case against Trump for using these millions in donations that are meant to go to his political campaign, going instead for the personal use of keeping him out of prison. So maybe there's a personal use case there. We do know this week that Jack Smith actually withdrew a subpoena that he had issued to Save America. So it doesn't seem like Jack Smith wants to go down that route. But the bigger problem here is the way our campaign finance laws are set up. This is the problem in and of itself. The fact that we have legal experts like disagreeing on whether or not this is legal is a problem. Because nobody knows, because the laws are so stupidly written by the most corrupt people in the country, the Supreme Court, that we don't know. And we won't know until it gets tested. And where's it going to be tested? That very same Supreme Court that gave us the decision that allowed this to happen in the first place. So round and round we go, and every time it gets challenged, it ends up giving more rights to the corporations who fund these things, to the candidates who are spending money on themselves. So this is why a lot of times I say, like, please wait before anybody files legal challenges to things like this so you can think it out. Because you're never guaranteed a victory. And if you lose, you're actually giving these people who are duping supporters out of millions of dollars, you're giving them more leeway to spend that money on whatever the hell they want to spend it on. So if there is a case that comes from this, I do hope it comes from the DOJ. I do hope there is not a civil lawsuit on this because you're going to get killed on it. But Trump's going to keep wasting his money. His supporters actually say they're fine with it. Like, they don't care that he's spending their money on his legal fees. Some of them even like it. But the other side of that, these people don't have infinite sums of money, right? They're on fixed incomes, a lot of them. Donald Trump doesn't have anywhere else to raise money for his campaign. So he can continue duping these people, telling them, I need you to pay my legal bills. Eventually, they're going to run out of money, and eventually Trump is too. And let's not forget, this political action committee is also supposed to be helping him run for office, which is going to be a hell of a lot harder to do when you've blown all your money trying to keep your butt out of prison.
Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.